Well, speaking of trying to eradicate a disease that has been so prevalent in our society and all of the great work that's been done concerning cancer, in particular breast cancer, and making strides against breast cancer, getting the focus this morning on our show, not only in an upcoming interview, but we've got two upcoming interviews coming up with our Chelsea Chamber report as well. First, though, autograph footballs to a humidor and even a trip to Brazil are up for auction at a catered charity affair tonight at Suburban. All proceeds will benefit the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer and the American Cancer Society, as we welcome in Alyssa Spangler, who handles marketing for Suburban Cadillac Chevrolet in Ann Arbor. And you've been partnering with Ann Arbor Radio here. There's even a chance for people to sit in on Ira and Sam's show down the hall, our brother station on 1050.
That's right.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What time does this get underway?
It's 6 o'clock tonight, and it runs till 8. And we're so excited to have Cumulus be a part of this, and thank you so much for having us this morning.
It is a pleasure. And of course, Mike Mosser, your general manager over at Suburban, just a tremendous community man and has given a lot to the community, and we appreciate it. Also, with Alyssa Spangler, we welcome in this morning Kathy Toth, local realtor extraordinaire. And Kathy, this is really personal for you. You have been asked by Mike Mosser to co-chair tonight?
Yes, and I'm very honored to help the Making Strides Breast Cancer Foundation aware that we are, last year you guys contributed $94,000?
As a collection, we did as a collection raise $94,000. We group with our other sister dealerships, and we raised $42,000, and then what David Fisher does is he matches us.
Oh, that is fantastic. The owner of all the Suburbans.
Correct.
That is just incredible when you think about this and the part all of us can play in it. Kathy, why is this so personal to you?
Well, I am a breast cancer survivor, and 1 in 8 people will have breast cancer this year. So it's very important that we have prevention and a cure.
How did you discover your breast cancer?
You know, I felt it was an angel that came to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was sound asleep in a beautiful hotel, and I just felt a twinge. And I woke up and I took my hand and I felt it, and I go, wow, no reason to wake up. And then I waited for my husband to wake up at 6 in the morning. I was not sleeping. And I said, check this out. And we were on a trip. And I said, well, I guess I better check it out when I got back. And sure enough, it was HER2 new oncogene and ERA positive. So I had 2 different kinds.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that a lot of women get the progesterone and estrogen kind of cancer, and we've got tamoxifen and other things that we can take, the chemo.
Mm-hmm.
The HER2 new is, I call it the sneaky one. It sneaks out, and sometimes it comes back as your liver cancer and some other things if it recurs. But
really?
It had gotten out into the lymph nodes, so that means that it escaped, and then they had to go back in and do some more surgeries. And there's sometimes a lot of complications. My heart got damaged because of the chemo, and it was a long 2-year haul for me. I don't want to see anybody go through that. And again, it scares the death out of me that 1 in 8 will get. So prevention, and part of this money goes to education.
Kathy, how long ago was this?
It was 5 years ago, June 1st, I got to stop this June, to stop my anti-cancer medicine. So I've been clear.
They say that's a magical number, the 5-year mark for most
you're very
cancer
smart,
survivors.
Lucia.
So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. You've been such a force in our community, and I had no idea that you were going through this because it seems like you don't stop.
Well, and we didn't share that, Lucianne, and the reason was because everybody was distressed. Remember how many distressed homeowners we had?
Yeah.
Foreclosures and short sales. And really, their problems were very significant to them. And my little insignificant problem, albeit to me and my family,
Right.
was a troubling situation. It was not important for me to share that with other people because their troubles were worse.
You're an incredible human being, but now the fact that you are speaking out, I so admire people who do. It helps out more people. You have no idea who you're touching right now, who someone might say, I'm going to go and get that mammogram. I've been waiting too long, and I'm going to do it. Kathy Toth lived through this, and I can do it too.
Yeah, and there is a message here. It's positive. And I just mentioned in the other show that the best resource is education. And there's a book that got me through all this. It's called Dr. Love's Breast Book. And that information was amazing. Also, the AmericanCancer.org. Do you know that you can call them 24/7 and speak to a doctor about a pathology report?
Really?
Amazing resources. You can go to University of Michigan Cancer Library and find a book, before and after pictures on your choices, because you don't know. Maybe you're going to get a double mastectomy. Maybe you're going to do a transplant. You don't know what it looks like and what it all means. And that book otherwise may be pornographic material, but I got to tell you, being able to check that out and look at your options and then see what this really means, it's important to have these resources available to us, and that's why I'm so glad to be co-chairing, so that all the proceeds will benefit Making Strides and the American Cancer Society.
Kathy Toth, local realtor on 1290 WLBY. Also joining her, Alyssa Spangler, who is with Suburban Cadillac Chevrolet here in Ann Arbor, handling their marketing and putting together this great charity auction tonight. The whole community invited. And Alyssa, hearing Kathy talk about what she went through, this makes it even more poignant what you're doing tonight.
Absolutely. That's the whole point, is I'm bringing Kathy on board for the very reason of what this auction is all about. This is what we're trying to do and what we're trying to raise money for. And hearing Kathy talk about the reality of what she went through. And my friend Laura, coincidentally enough, last name Toth, not related, who is also a survivor, and she's my age. She's 44. She'll be there tonight. And she's a school teacher. She unfortunately couldn't be here this morning. We all went to the Lions game, and I had Kathy and Laura, I coordinated for them to go be pink ribbon holders at the breast cancer Lions game on the
It
field.
was so meaningful.
Because this is what it's all about. It's about their story. And ultimately, although we're holding the auction, the meaning of what we're doing tonight is about Kathy and Laura and women like her struggling through breast cancer right now, or survivors of breast cancer. That is what tonight is about raising money for Making Strides.
Now, this event charity auction, which features some outstanding items, we're going to tell everyone what's on the auction dock in just a moment. This is open to the public to come.
Absolutely.
Free?
It's free to come.
It's going to be at Suburban over on Jackson Road at Wagner.
Right, 3515 Jackson Road, right on the corner of Jackson Wagner. You can't miss us. It's a really big building.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Newly remodeled, beautiful.
Yes.
And it's going to be just a fantastic affair. You've got catering from Weber's.
We do. Yes.
Very nice. And then how is the auction going to work? Tell everyone how this is going to...
We have a wonderful items, and a lot of them we've grouped together into great packages. And we're going to have bidding sheets laid out so that you can walk around, enjoy some nice food and drink, bid on them, write down your bid, and, outbid each other, which tends to happen. People walk around, kind of spy on their favorite item, write down a number, and then when the bidding is closed, we'll, let you know if you were lucky enough to win your item, and then we'll go ahead and take payment. We can take payment in form of check, cash, or credit.
All right, and that goes to the American Cancer Society?
Every penny. We are picking up the tab for your food and drink, and all we ask is that you come and find something lovely for you to take home with you.
And again, it kicks off at 6 o'clock tonight, runs for just 2 hours on this Tuesday, October 14th, 2014 at Suburban Cadillac Chevrolet. The Lewis Jewelers is donating a Pandora bracelet and a $100 gift certificate.
Right. Yeah.
Get you started on your Christmas shopping. And Kathy, you've donated 2 days at the Homestead Resort. Tell us about that.
That's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's a resort that has swimming pool, which is maybe not so important if you're going to use the 2 nights now, but you're on Lake Michigan and you can walk the sugar sand and go into the boutique shops there in Ann Arbor.
Oh, beautiful. Old Carolina barbecue gift cards, Frazier's Pub gift cards.
What's your favorite, Lucianne?
I'd love to go to the Homestead. Big Georgia Blu-ray disc players that they have donated.
Absolutely, and they are Netflix connectable, Hulu connectable, so you can download movies right onto your Blu-ray. You don't even have to put a DVD in.
Wow. The Common Grill dinner for $6.
Oh, that's my fave.
Yeah.
No exclusions, which means they have kindly said that you can also add the fun, as I like to say.
Wow, that's nice. A printer from Michigan Computer Supplies. The Kensington Court. One night stay at the Kensington Court. Our friends at WTKA 1050 down the hall, they've got autographed footballs, Red Berenson signed U of M hockey jersey, an hour in the studio with Stam and Ira, as we talked about. Our friend John U. Bacon's signed copy of Fourth and Long. Everyone rereading that if they haven't read it already, given what's been going on at the University of Michigan. And then you also have some really incredible products from Daniel L. Jacob.
Yes.
Oh,
we do.
Looks nice. A Bud Select cooler and some other items, an ice bucket. And then there's a trip rather extraordinary trip to Brazil.
To Utuba, Brazil. It's a 10-day trip in a beautiful home. Some friends of mine have donated, and it comes with a house person to
A house person.
I like to say houseboy sounds a little odd.
Well, you will be taken care of in style, won't you?
Yes, you are, and they have a lovely housekeeper that takes care of you. And Ubatuba is a beautiful, beautiful place. And you fly into Sao Paulo, and it is incredible. It's a beautiful home, and I can't even begin to tell you. And 10 days, I think I have pictures up so you can see exactly what the home looks like.
We're tonight at the event?
Yeah.
Okay. When you come by tonight, 6 o'clock, I'm going to be stopping by as well. Can't wait to make my bids on the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer and the auction items, this charity auction over at Suburban Cadillac Chevrolet. And we love what you guys are doing with this. Alyssa Spangler and Kathy Toth, thank you for what you have done telling your story. It makes quite an impact. It really does. And helping out with this great cause. Thank you.
My pleasure, Lucy.
How's the market right now?
It's awesome.
Yeah?
It's still improving. Thank the Lord.
More houses coming on the market?
Not so much. This time the inventory shrinks, but the house prices are rising. That's what's important. Yes.
All right. So it's still a seller's market.
It's still a seller's market. We have under 6 months supply, so the sellers are still making money.
Wow, that's great. I always get your postcards, I want you to know.
Awesome.
I see how well you're doing.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kathy. Great talking with you. And Alyssa, thank you very much for what Suburban is doing.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see you tonight, okay?
Absolutely.
Right.
We're so excited. And thank you, Lucianne, for having us into this morning.
Bid high and bid often, as I like to say at these affairs. Charity auction this Tuesday, October 14th, today from 6 to 8 p.m. Join us out at Suburban Chevrolet Cadillac and along with our friends at W4 Country, WTKA, and here on 1290 WLBY, and catered by Weber's. It's free to go to, and you'll mingle with a lot of great people and have a good time and make an impact against breast cancer. You're listening to Ann Arbor's Talk Station, 1290 WLBY.